Welcome to the Integration Scoop series presented by SAP, where we explore game-changing technology and strategies with leading experts, with the goal of achieving innovation through the integration of business applications and processes. If you haven't done so already, please follow or subscribe to our podcast on your favorite channel to stay tuned in.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our session today, Modernize Your Integration Landscape. Accelerate your move to SAP Integration Suite from SAP Process Orchestration or Integration. My name is Ryan Champlin. I'm part of the solution management team here at SAP for SAP Integration Suite.
Hello, everybody. I'm Arti Gopalan. I'm part of the product management team for SAP Integration Suite. And one of my focus areas is the initiative on how do we support and enable our customers to move from process orchestration to the integration platform on cloud, which is SAP Integration Suite.
All right. So in this brief session, just a quick overview. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of SAP Integration Suite and an overview of the components of it. What are some of the key capabilities for you as a process orchestration or process integration customer? We're going to highlight some of the migration tools and services we have available to help you from the SAP perspective. Then we'll wrap up with a little bit around how to get started and where to find out more information on these services and programs. So first off, SAP is continuing to make significant investments in the integration space. This general technology has been around at SAP for roughly 20 years with the introduction of Exchange Infrastructure, which evolved through a number of different naming changes to process integration, and then ultimately process orchestration when we added business process management and business rules management to the core integration technology. And then for over a decade, we've had various versions of our integration technology available in the cloud. I've gone through a number of naming changes that I'm sure many of you are familiar with HANA Cloud Integration and Cloud Platform Integration. And then most recently, a couple of years ago, we introduced the term SAP Integration Suite. The suite is generally a term meant to represent a set of services that run on the SAP Business Technology Platform. So this encompasses the core integration technology of cloud integration, as well as additional services like API management, integration advisor, as well as our event mesh technology for event-driven architectures. So it's really just a term that encompasses a set of services that run on the business technology platform. With that, Arti is going to dive a little bit more deeply into our integration suite capabilities.
Thank you, Ryan. So as Ryan mentioned, we have been constantly evolving, constantly innovating to meet our customers' integration requirements, right? So we understand that when a decade earlier, it was the IT department which was often reached with a business requirement, and then a point-to-point integration was being built. But right now, in the age of transformation and innovations, customers are looking at faster ways, agile ways of integrating, and that is where Integration Suite fits in perfectly, because it provides end-to-end integration with its versatile platform, right, with the suite of capabilities that we are providing that Ryan already introduced us to. It is definitely looking to accelerate your integration journey by providing the prepackaged integrations, the pre-built integrations. We have over 3,000 of these which are available on SAP's Business Accelerator Hub. We have multiple intelligent assists that comes in with the suite of capabilities, right? It is a fully managed offering from SAP. So you will have not just the platform which is being offered to you, but also these pre-built content that is being shared with you, which is being fully managed by SAP, delivered to you for consumption, as it is also with an option for you to edit and consume it further on. So accelerator and a boost of productivity which is being offered. It comes with a very simple to use IDE, right, web IDE, which can be used in a collaborative manner when you are building integrations. And much more than that, it is available on hyperscaler of choice, which means that you can integrate with applications which are running in your data center, in a private cloud or a public cloud, with businesses in your ecosystem as well as with government agencies if there are any as part of your business interaction, right? It comes with a flexible commercial model, which means that you can start with what is required for you right now. And as part of your journey, as you expand your integration scenarios, as your enterprise also matures from an integration standpoint, you have an option to opt for other additions that are available. And while all of this is being brought to you as a value proposition from Integration Suite, we are also making sure that our customers who were using process orchestration are benefiting by because we are making sure that the concepts, the terminologies that you're familiar with in the process orchestration world is also continued to be used in Integration Suite, right? So the familiarity of the integration platform that SAP has to offer will continue to be there, in addition to the reuse of a lot of assets that you would have built, safeguarding the investments that you would have made as part of your SAP process orchestration or Integration Suite investments. We are talking about the different capabilities. Here we are actually highlighting that Integration Suite, as Ryan mentioned, is a combination or is a bringing together multiple complementing services that are available on SAP Business Technology Platform. So we start with the core, which is cloud integration, which allows you to write your own business logic for transformation, for routing, ensuring that you are able to reliably transfer message from one end to another. So, from one application to another, or a business to business, or a business to government, being covered as part of the features and capability, the functionalities that are available on cloud integration. The biggest focus that we deliver from an ease of development is connectivity. So we offer over 200, close to 250 connectors. These are technical as well as application connectors. We combine the connectivity offering with SAP applications as well as multiple non-SAP applications. And this is where the complementing capability of open connectors comes into play, accelerating the connectivity across the non-SAP applications in your ecosystem. We have supported close to 170 plus as part of the open connectors that is available. This is basically normalizing how you connect, how do you access the data and the processes that are available across your applications landscape, right? We have the complementing capability of Integration Suite, integration assessment, which is helping you create your enterprise-wide strategy. And that is where you would start with, right? Creating your own enterprise-wide integration strategy as an architect, right? Also guiding your developers on what does the best practice in your organization mean. This is integration assessment tool that was launched as of 2022, very recently. We have Integration Advisor, which is an intelligent assistant service that is available for developers, integration developers, to address message mapping as a concept. So message mapping is where a lot of developers spend time. It's manual in nature typically and consumes a lot of energies. But here with Integration Advisor, which simplifies it, provides you with kind of a proposal on what are the different fields that should be mapped across from one particular, standard or particular technical syntax to another. So this is something that is provided out of the box as part of Integration Suite that can be leveraged by developers to speed and accelerate the development journey itself. We have API management, which is one of the core focus areas for every transformation journey right now. It's much more, has become very foundational in nature. How do you make APIs available for your application needs, for your integration needs, has been one of the focus topics across enterprises. So managing them, governing them, making sure that they are secure from multiple threats, that are where the access points are both internal as well as external in nature. You may have your employees, you may have your customers, you may have your partners all accessing these APIs. But the contextualness and the relevance of the API and the data that it delivers is something that needs to be regulated, it needs to be governed. And this is where API management capability comes into play, and it is extremely complementing the integration journey that you may be going through. Right? So API-led integrations is a core focus across organizations today. And this is being supported as part of the integration suite overall capability. We have the event mesh, which is a sense and respond mechanism that is available, sensing business events that are happening in your ecosystem and responding to it real time across the systems that are getting integrated and made connected as part of an end-to-end business process is core. And this is where event mesh capability comes into play. And we have also B2B integrations heavily being supported by introducing the concept or the capability of trading partner management on Integration Suite. As I mentioned, we are accelerating this journey heavily by providing you with a very flexible, versatile tool sets. We are providing pre-built integrations. We are providing connectivity options that are out of the box. And this is where, you can integrate everything, accelerate connectivity, and connect everyone.
Thank you, Arti. Now I just want to transition over to talking a little bit about the tools and services and programs that SAP has to help with the migration to Integration Suite if you are a process orchestration or process integration customer. There's three areas that I'm going to focus on here. First is kind of self-service help. What can you do yourself to get educated and start the migration journey yourself? So today we have a set of assessment tools. So if you have a license for Integration Suite today, you can connect it to your existing PO or PI landscape and run an automated assessment report that will give you insight into how complex the migration may be, where you have some low-hanging fruit to easily migrate things to Integration Suite, and give you a better feel for what that looks like yourself. We also have tools to help automate the actual migration and testing effort of doing this migration. So that is also part of Integration Suite in terms of the migration tooling that can auto-generate the necessary iFlows that would be equivalent to what you have on process orchestration or process integration. So you can find more information in the documentation about those. From a testing perspective, we have a couple of partners that are technology partners that provide testing capabilities, and those capabilities are offered to you free of charge for up to 12 months during your migration process. So there are some resources we'll share as part of this session where you can find out more about those testing tools. We also have a lot of pre-built content that Arti had mentioned available. So there might be scenarios that you already have built today that you don't even need to bother migrating. You can deploy the pre-built content that SAP has and go from there. We also have a number of quick start programs that can help get you going. So we have the Migration Factory program where SAP and our partners will come in 2 to 3 weeks and help run that assessment tool on your landscape. This is particularly important for customers who don't already own Integration Suite, and we'll give you a 1-hour presentation on the rough timeline and complexities of what that migration might look like. If you've implemented any integration scenarios on the BTP Neo platform, with some of the older technology we have out there, we also have a free assessment for migration that we can offer for those integration scenarios as well. And lastly, our service and support team also has 2 quick start programs. 1 to help you get up and running with Integration Suite if you're brand new, and 2 to also step in on a paid basis and show you how to use the assessment tool as well as show you how to use the migration tool on up to 5 interfaces. Lastly, we have support end-to-end. So our services organization can help you with everything from planning, the Integration Suite setup, to actually doing or helping and assisting in whatever way you need with the actual migration. And lastly, if you are a premium engagement customer of SAP, for example, Max Attention or Active Attention, we do have some specific workshops around PI/PO migration as well as supporting you with your Integration Suite setup and journey as well.
Thank you for listening to the Integration Scoop podcast, where we discuss the history and overview of SAP Integration Suite, as well as an overview of the tools and services to help SAP Process Integration or SAP Process Orchestration users to migrate to SAP Integration Suite. Please join us next time as we talk to Sri Pedamalu and Saro Subramanian from Carhartt.
We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please check out the show notes for additional links to information, and please subscribe or follow to join us on the next episode of the Integration Scoop, presented by SAP.